control of the trip. "You lied to me!" cried Thomas, now that they were both away from his adoring fans. They stood parked at a station down the line, having claimed a couple of disused sidings as the stage for their argument. Occasionally an express train would rumble through and spy them arguing with interest. They paid them no mind. It didn't matter now. "Are you surprised?" the scoundrel oiled emotionlessly. Thomas sighed. "No, not really. But the other engines on Sodor will be, when they find out why you've really been coming back every few years." "Don't tell them," he implored the tank engine. But it was a vain request. "You think they can hate you any more than they already do? Please." And his eyes swept around the yard, fully absorbing the last few days for the first time. "I can't believe you convinced me to do this. Duck was right. I mean, not about killing all the sharks or whatever, but you are underhanded." "That clapped-out Panya knows nothing," Diesel seethed. "He's never been able to understand the bigger picture. I had greater goals. I still do. And if my own kind hadn't turned on me like a kettle of vultures, I would have..." But Thomas put a stop to that rant right there. "Nah, don't waste your gas, Diesel. Or my time, for that matter. You're a liar. And now the whole world knows it. Just like they know that I'm a hero." A well-placed slam on his backhead with the fireman's shovel told Thomas not to get too cocky in lieu of recent events. He took it to heart. Diesel was all out of options now. So he changed tact, as he's so good at doing. He grinned slimily. "Well, Mr. Hero, if you are so heroic, you'll escort me back to Sodor in secret, won't you?" At last, the full magnitude of Diesel's plan dawned on Thomas. "So this is why you've been protecting me. I knew you'd never be so gracious. You've been using me as a shield." "I prefer the term advocate, but yes, that may have been the idea." "So I was your backup plan, then? God, imagine if we got caught. No, please, angry mob, don't hurt me. My best friend is famous, see?" Diesel went redder than ever. "That was it, wasn't it? That was actually your plan. Oh my God, you're a shitty person." And he trailed off into stunned laughter again. "My aim was survival, Thomas." Thomas cocked an eyebrow. "Yeah, and world domination, right?" "The two essentials," the Diesel said plainly. "I should just leave you here. Duck would thank me." "Nah, never mind. He'd cite some law about leaving Diesel shunters in foreign sidings without express approval. Oh God, he's annoying." It was then that Diesel's whole demeanor changed. He smirked deviously. "You wouldn't leave me, Thomas. You're a good person. You care about others." Thomas's fire bars tingled. There was a hard-to-ignore ache in the pit of his boiler. He tried to repress it. "I care about my friends. And that group includes pretty much everyone on the planet, but you. So you're out of luck, pal. Enjoy getting mobbed by a crowd of angry English Diesels." Thomas began to turn his wheels. Marcel leapt down from Diesel's cab, and then they locked it. As Diesel watched them hurry down the tracks to rejoin their departing engine, Diesel recognized the gravity of his situation. So he brought out the big guns. "They'll do more than stuff me on a siding, Thomas. BR has deemed me," and he nearly choked on these next few words, "surplus to requirements." Thomas came to a sudden halt. He cursed himself for listening. The Diesel continued. "You can't have a death on your conscience, can you? I have family on Sodor. Are you going to look Paxton in the eye and tell him you killed his big brother?" "You have literally never called him a brother until now." "But it's always been true, hasn't it? What say you, Thomas the Hero?" Thomas just shut his eyes tight and groaned under the weight of his new responsibility. "Ugh."